Welcome to St. Philomena Auction. We really appreciate everybody coming out tonight to be with us, to pray, to celebrate as a community. There's so many blessings that come to mind, certainly, as we gather as a community. But for our St. Philomena School, in a special way, to fundraise for all the excellence in education that we do over at the school. And we're really blessed this auction to have with us again Mr. Mitch Gilfellen, who's going to MC for us tonight to provide us, hopefully, some entertainment and hopefully raise us a bunch of money. Right, Mitch? So let's begin with a prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Good and gracious Father, we thank you for your gifts and blessings. We thank you, all of us who are here and those who are watching on the live stream, for the blessings that you bestow upon us. We help us, Lord, to support our school, to support each other. And we help us to open our hearts and our minds always to receive your word of truth. In a special way this night, we ask you to help us to dig deep in our pockets to support our school, that we might know the ways in which we can follow you and grow closer to you. And we ask your blessing upon us as we ask all things through Christ our Lord. Amen. The blessing of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Have a great night, really.
All right, everybody, because, hey, that doesn't mean you get to start talking. I want to welcome everybody here tonight, especially welcoming those that on the live stream who are now joining us for the first time this evening. We know you want to be here. There's 210 people here tonight. Some are still talking and we can't hear ourselves yet, but we're trying. Several are in the dessert line. Thanks to Diane Welker for the desserts over there. Excellent job. Yes. There are so much thanks to give here tonight. I want to first start by thanking our event chairs. And as you know, our title and theme this year is Let Heaven and Nature Sing. We could not do this event. It could not be possible without these two strong women who came forward, dedicated hundreds of hours, folks. And those women are, let's give it up for Alex Mathern and Jessica Stecker. And so tonight you all thought you were coming to a fundraiser. It's actually not a fundraiser tonight. It's a roast. Tonight it's a roast of all the people that are not here. And so what I would like to do before I get started is make a few acknowledgments, a few shout outs for people that are here. First off, thanks to the men's club over there for hosting and putting on our bar. To the men's club, thank you guys. The bar was put on by Dr. Lindsay and Kathy Ma, and so thanks to the Ma's for their donation and sponsoring the bar tonight. Tom O'Brien sponsored our signature drink, our signature cocktail, so thank you very much to the Ma's and to Tom O'Brien. Yes, absolutely. I am honored to be back hosting, I believe, the 5th time in a row. Father and I'm going to give you some inside details here. Father, David, and I, we were negotiating the final terms of the contract. It's a rolling 1-year extension. And when we were meeting to talk about this, I was very curious what the money and the numbers, finances were going to be. And Father looked at me and he said, Mitch, tonight your numbers are this: 3 Our Fathers, 2 Hail Marys, and a Glory Be. It was better than the 4 decades of rosary he gave me for confession. But I see we have a few guests outside of our parish. We welcome everybody here. Let's give it up for the Honorable Nathan Bach. Judge Bach is here tonight. He comes from the local parish down the street, St. Vincent. We're glad to have all of our parochial guests here tonight. Judge Bach is here for one reason, and guess what? The joke is on you. When you leave here tonight, your parting gift for all of you will be jury duty, jury duty, jury duty, jury duty. Thank you, Judge Bach. Who else we got here tonight? Father Daniel's here tonight for his first auction. Father Daniel. Father, we do have a rowdy crowd to my left. Table 24 is usually always the rowdiest back there. But Father Daniel's here tonight for his first time, and we're so glad that he is here. Father Daniel's been at the parish now for how long? 5.5 months. And so what I was wondering, and perhaps some of you are wondering too, did they card you at the door? No. Right before he got ordained. Father Daniel, we're so lucky to have you here. Parochial schools, Catholic schools thrive because of leadership. We are so incredibly lucky that we have two rock stars here with us, and that's Father David and Father Daniel. Let's give it up to both of them. How many years have you been here? Father David has been at the parish for 18 years. 18 years. For priests serving at parishes, that's like dog years. He's been here for like 90 years. So every year we have Father David, we are very lucky. But now we have Father Daniel as well. Kind of reminds me back in the 80s and 90s when they had Joe Montana and Steve Young was coming up. I don't know. I would make a comparison to the Bears, but I can't possibly call you Jay Cutler. Speaking of football, you all know about Travis Kelce and that one woman that he's been dating. What's her name? Taylor Swift. I'm sorry, Taylor Swift. We're big Bears fans here because of Father David. Knowing our luck, our star player will get Britney Spears. And Father David looks at me and he says, "We have no stars, Mitch." Tonight is going to be an absolutely fabulous night. I mentioned Judge Bach here earlier. I know we have John Spears also helping out. John Spears, a parishioner, is running for judge. John Spears. Thank you for your donation, the Spears campaign. Also, I see we have some teachers here tonight. The teachers here tonight include, in no particular order, Bridget Kelly, Cindy Hiraman, Allison King, Ann Cusack, Krista Dippold, Rick Mather. Anybody else that I miss? Let's give it up for our teachers. Ann Cusack is busy bidding right now, so she's not paying attention. But I would like to have you guys know this. Did you know that Ann Cusack and the Honorable Judge Tim Cusack have the longest consecutive streak of children attending St. Phil's in the school's history? 27 years in a row. Let's give it up. 27 years to this school. She looked at me and she said, "Thanks, Mitch, but it's 29 years." Don't tell anybody. I do know we have some very, very big families that are here tonight. And so I would have to ask Amy, Corey, Amy Wake, and Aaron O'Brien, like, any plans you guys can tell us about? No? I don't know if the streak's going to continue or not. That's what I'm asking. We got big families here. I would also like to make a note that, are they still here? Perhaps they're not still here. That the dinner that we had tonight, let's give a shout out to Alexander's for our dinner. Alexander's. We have so many fun things that are going on at St. Phil's. So much of what we do relies upon nights like tonight. This is the biggest fundraiser of the year for us. It is the absolute biggest. No matter how much this front row table keeps talking, it is the biggest. If you only knew what it was like. And so we can't do the things that we do at St. Phil's. We can't be the most thriving Catholic grade school south of I-80 without nights like tonight. We have the most enrollment of any school in the diocese. We are absolutely. St. Philomena is bursting at the seams of enrollment. That's a good sign. That's leadership. That's excellent teachers. That's a staff of faculty that do an amazing job. And what perhaps even just as important is volunteers at St. Phil's show up to help. You cannot operate a Catholic school and be thriving and be excellent without volunteers. And so just by being here tonight, you are helping our cause. So we certainly appreciate your attendance. Now, you can also give money. Father Daniel, at his fourth 6:30 Mass, October 28th, opened up his homily, and he quoted from a movie. Do you remember what movie it was? Jerry Maguire. And this is a true story, and this is not scripted. And he opened up with the movie Jerry Maguire, and he said, there's a famous line from the movie Jerry Maguire, and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, he's going there. And he then says the quote, and it was, "You complete me." And now, hold on, that was about relationship with yourself, with your others, friends, spouses, all that stuff with God. What line I thought he was going to say from that movie? What I'm going to tell you tonight, show me the money. All right, show us the money tonight. Big shout out to some of our big-time sponsors. If you look at this little note card here that's been at your placemat all night, I want to give a special shout-out to our highest donors, Matt and Chris Coulter. Let's give a shout-out to them. Thank you, guys. Along with Wendy Campbell, Ken and Susie Clark, Kevin Kelly Jewelers, the Corey family, and Dr. Lindsay and Kathy Ma. Those were our top donors for this event, so please thank them. We have some incredible auction items that we're here to talk about tonight. As you know, the bidding has been open since approximately November 5th. I am yet to bid on anything, but I'm going to start. And so for a few time slots for this evening, just so you have these in mind, is that from now until 9 p.m., the live auction is open. The super secret silent auction is open till 9:15. And then the silent auction is open till 9:30. But before we begin and get to that, part of the night is our fund a need. And I'm going to bring up Father David here shortly. But the fund a need is a huge part of this evening. Big thanks to Laura Chapman, who heads the fund a need. Thank you, Laura. And so you're going to hear about some of the very special things that we are funding for and asking money for. But it could not be done without your guys' help. And so, Father, I'm going to bring you up to introduce the video, and we'd ask for about 10 minutes of your attention for a very special St. Phil's video. Father David?
Thanks, Mitch. It's a great start. Good evening. Just, I was just kind of sitting there reminiscing a little bit about, it says here it's the 26th annual auction, and I've been here for 18 of them. I mean, it's hard to believe. I think the first one I was at, we did it at one of the, across the river at one of the Holiday Inns or something, whatever's over there. Slowly, we've been moving it. After that, we moved because it costs a lot of money to rent a place out, so we moved it to our gym, had great events in the gym, and Molly helped us decorate the place for year after year, and yeah, congratulations. You get a round of applause. It really is such a, it's such a beautiful event to have this. I was kind of reflecting, Mr. Dippold and I were talking a little bit before about his history here and coming here and being here for 18 years, and I started working really with Jody Pine. She came in a year after I started, and really loved working with her. She taught me so much about education and running the school and being a part of the school, and I think I taught her a few things along the way, but we had a great working relationship. And about every year in November, after a couple of years of being here, she'd say, "All right, Father, I think I'm done. I've had enough. I'm ready to move on to the next thing." And by about December or January, we'd come up with some new project that we were going to do and some new initiative in the school that was going to, that she had an interest in, that I'd have an interest in. We'd put our energy in, and she'd stay on for another year. And that went on for about 6, 7, 8 more years. And one day we were just sitting in the office talking. I don't remember what day it was. Maybe you remember, Jack, but it was day off school. Nobody was here. Casimir Pulaski Day. So Pine and I are just sitting there talking, shooting the breeze in the office, and she says, "You know what? I think I'm ready." And I'm like, "All right. So what are we going to do?" She's like, "Well, we could talk to this," and I'm talking, and we both kind of looked at each other at the same time. We should call him Mr. Jack Dippold. She said, "Really? Yeah, well, let's call him." So we called up Jack, and he was off school the same day. I'm like, "Why don't you come over?" And so he comes into the office and sits down, and we proposed this, him coming to principal, and he looked at us pretty dumbfounded. I remember the look on your face when you came on, and was a bit shocked by it, I think, at the time, and proposed an option of coming in and learning under Jody and me for a year, and then taking over as principal. And some of the things that Jack has done since he's been here have just been truly phenomenal. And he's kind of really proven that old adage that we're all replaceable. And the things that he's brought to the community and to me in friendship, but truly putting the kid first, always at St. Phil's. We're always trying to put the child first. And no matter what we do and what we're about and what's going on in the classrooms. And I was talking, Bishop Lou called me this week about something else, and we got to talking about the school, and he was asking, about what's going on here and how the school's going. And I said, I think a lot of Catholic schools, there's a lot of discussion about sometimes the teachers they bring in can't work other places or have given up other jobs. Or I said, one of the biggest compliments I think you can give St. Philomena School is that every single one of our teachers could work anywhere. In any public school, any Catholic school, the staff at St. Phil's is phenomenal. And what they bring to the classroom, what they bring to the education system, and what they bring to each individual child is truly humbling. And I'm so grateful and appreciative for all they do for us, and really appreciative for Jack and his leadership over these last 6-7 years it's already been, and grateful to be a part of this community. I mean, for me personally, it's been really a great joy of my life, to be honest with you, to be with all of you guys for so long and to be able to be a priest here. When I was sent here, I thought it was going to be for a year. It was going to be a little pit stop before going somewhere else, and little do you know how long things are going to go on, and here it is 18 years later. So just a heart of gratitude for all of you, for all you do for us. I mean, it is, Jack and I often talk that it's a great place to wake up and work at every day, and not only as a priest to be able to hear confessions and to say Mass and to do the great gifts that we get to celebrate as priests, but to celebrate the faith with growing children and seeing how God's working in their lives and as they're growing as kids each and every day. It's a great joy for me, and as Mitch was saying, it's a great joy to have Father Daniel with us here this year. He was here with us last summer as a deacon, and one of my jobs is I get to sit on the personnel board that decides where priests go and makes recommendations to the bishop. He decides, but we get to talk about everybody and where everybody's going. And he was here last summer as a deacon. And we started the meeting, and I said I'd like to go first, Father. I would like to have Daniel. He's coming to St. Phil's, and so we're glad to have you. It's been really fun beyond for me as a priest, and I just started 20 years, and to have a young guy come in who's smiling all the time. He's great with kids. He's in the school all the time, playing on the playground, and really enjoying the priesthood has been a real gift for me, and I know to the community and to the kids. So special thanks to Father Daniel and to all of you. Like I said, every year, as Mitch was saying, every year we like to produce a little video to kind of showcase some of the things. And as I was saying about Jack and his initiatives, one of the initiatives that's in the video is the electives that we're now doing in junior high, and it's another evidence of the things that we're just always trying to keep up and to keep ahead of and to provide the best for your kids as best we can here at the school. And so enjoy the video, enjoy the nights. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting us. I love you all, and keep supporting everything we do here. Welcome to the St. Philomena Auction. Each year we run an auction to help support our school financially. Your presence here is important to all of us. We can't thank you enough for entrusting your children to our care on a daily basis, where we seek to form them in body, mind, and spirit. Jesus Christ is truly the reason this school exists, and it is to make your children disciples of Christ that gives us encouragement, grace, and guidance each and every day. We thank you for your attendance at this auction. Have a great night. God bless you.
I'm Father Pat Willie, and St. Philomena is my home. I was raised here. My earliest memories and fondest memories are from here. I was baptized here at St. Philomena. I received my first communion, my confirmation. I graduated from the school. It's a great place. I'm a tiger for life. Once a tiger, always a tiger, we say. I received an amazing foundation here at St. Philomena. And it's been incredible to see how it just keeps getting better and better. The school keeps growing, the enrollment's solid. SPS is the best, we say, and it's true. I think of St. Phil's kind of like Nazareth, the home of the Holy Family. Little did their neighbors know that little by little, the Savior of the world was being raised there. In a similar way, the saints that God is calling us to be are being raised here at St. Philomena. They're being formed, nurtured in the silence, in the truth, in virtue. And they're being ready and prepared to be sent out into the world, to set the world on fire, to bring out that truth and that love to all those that they meet. It was here that I encountered that truth and that love. Yeah, I remember when I was growing up here at St. Philomena, I was Jesus one year for the Stations of the Cross. And that was great preparation for what's coming up in my priesthood. I'm sure I'm going to lead the Stations of the Cross for my parishes countless times. And it was here that I learned how to do that and what it means to live a life following Jesus on the way of the cross. I remember seeing the sign in our gym here that says, "Let it be known to all who enter here that Christ is the reason for this school." That's true. Jesus Christ is the reason for St. Philomena. And we can experience that very tangibly in the students, in the teachers, in all who are involved in the St. Phil's community. And it's your support that enables that encounter with Jesus Christ. It makes it possible. Thank you.
The Yellow House started 10 years ago. What was sort of happening, a lot of young teachers were here and they would get pregnant, want to raise their children. And financially, a teaching salary didn't always allow for them to teach as well as pay for a daycare. A lot of them were quitting and staying home or going to public schools because, their salaries are a little bit higher. So Jody Pine started this 10 years ago as a way to keep some of our really great teachers. And obviously we've grown. The first year I did this 10 years ago, we had 4 children. This year we have 18. So what a great way for all of our young teachers to have a place for their children to go while they're teaching and taking care of our children. We're here to take care of their children for them. They get to explore here, they get to learn what's right and wrong. To build friendships. I mean, we have kids that are I think the oldest are now in 7th grade. They still are friends from the Yellow House. So it's truly like a blessing that we're able to provide this, and let the children be free. It's really the children's home. It's such a blessing and such a gratifying thing to be able to just slow down your life and live as a child. Because truly, there's so much wonder in a child, Miss Amy, did you see the flowers? The garden, the strawberries are red. Can we pick them now? Do I do that in my day-to-day life? No, but when I'm here, I do. And so it's truly amazing.
I don't think any of us would be here without the little Yellow House with the little kids that we do have.
And I think we've both been in schools where we would teach at a school and our kids would go somewhere else, and to have 4 different schedules or even 3 different schedules is an absolute nightmare. But to know we have the same holidays, the same snow days, and it helps us plan our day. And I think we're that much more efficient, not only parents, but teachers as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
I would say at my old school, I knew my whole paycheck went to daycare. It meant less opportunities for my family, less opportunities for my own children. I didn't feel like I was fulfilling either role successfully. Because of the financial strain and because we were on different schedules.
We get that family time that we didn't have before, which, in all honesty, it doesn't compare to another job.
We wanted to thank you for allowing us the opportunity not only to become successful and effective teachers here at St. Phil's, but being able to be the moms and the wives we want to be as well, because that is what your donation does. It allows us to be in a school, in a faith-based community that we want to be in, allow us to teach and to allow even our youngest children to be involved in that as well.
A couple years ago, Katie Boger and I, our 8th grade faith teacher, we started a program similar to Student Council. We call it Student Leadership Team. It's our 8th graders. In those conversations, the repetitive themes were choice, not having to walk in lines with their teachers, being treated more as older students, getting something different, not having to take all the same specials that they've taken their entire time. And so some of these kids were saying, we really want to dive deeper into PE. We really want to go deeper into our art classes or take more STEM. And so that really was what kind of bore this whole process out. So we've offered things this year like ceramics, like percussion class, video production, ukulele class. We've offered painting. We've offered really specific PE classes like net games where they're really building skills like basketball or badminton. And what it's allowed the kids to be able to do is actually dive deeper into their passion. So they've been able to say, here's what I like, here's what I'm interested in, and I'm not as concerned about just having to take general music or general art. I can actually choose. When I do take music, I can take a percussion class. When I do take art, I can take ceramics. One of the advantages that the electives have given us is really this opportunity to prepare the kids for the next level. We're always talking about that. We're talking about how do we get them ready to be as prepared for high school as they possibly can be. So you see this transition in the hallways where the kids are able to move, they're able to be responsible for themselves. It took them a day or two, but then they really got their schedules down. And these kids come in from recess, they grab their stuff, they know where they're going, they don't need to be told. And really, we want to do that in this small, safe environment so that way when they get to high school, they have this opportunity to know, I've done this before, I'm good, I know where I'm going, I know how to do this, I know how passing periods work. And really, we've seen the kids embrace that independence a lot, and that makes me feel pretty confident for where they're going.
A group of us went to IdeaCon conference last winter with the mindset of looking to replace all of the boards, looking for something newer. When you go to these conferences, there's always this bright, new, exciting tech, but what really drew us into the ClearTouch boards is it wasn't tech for the sake of tech. Everything was integrated, it was purposeful for the education setting. The company itself has won numerous awards for ed tech, all the way from early childhood through secondary education. So being a K-8 school, that was really important to us because we knew they could grow with us from our primary grades all the way through the middle school grades. My favorite part of the boards are the zones. You can break everything up, so I can have an activity in one zone, I can have a website in another zone, I could have a video in one, and so I can pull them up and put them back as I need them, so it just makes the lesson go much more smoothly. One of the great things is the NuiTech Snowflake software. So with that, you can have lessons and activities that are already planned out, whether it's you have a bunch of little bugs crawling around with different numbers and the kids have to pick what are the odd numbers, what are the even numbers. You can organize even by parts of grammar. They have tons of different activities, but then the teachers also have the capabilities of creating their own. The kids love them. They look at it as, well, this is something the teacher's supposed to use. I'm not supposed to be touching this. And when I'm like, no, we got this because you guys are supposed to be interactive with it as well. And so calling those littles up and they get to move things around, it just is an awesome experience for them. The first initial ones that we purchased had the board with an integrated computer, and that's what gives us all of the access into the NuiTech software and makes everything run so smoothly. The last few that have come in, they do not have the integrated computer in it yet. We have to get those separately. So the teachers that all got theirs at the beginning of the year, it has been such an awesome experience for them. And so some of the ones that got the secondary ones that don't have the computers, they kind of see the difference, and so it'll just be awesome to get them back up to speed with everyone else.
Thank you.
Welcome to the St. Philomena Auction.
All right, wow, what a very impactful video. Thank you so much to Sam Mangieri for putting that together. He does a terrific job. Yes, Sam Mangieri. And so how this works, the fund to need for those that are new, for those that are older, just more experience is what I mean, is you need to be logged in and register. If you have not registered yet, you can actually click on the register link on our website, top right up there, and you would click on the tab that says, I do not have a ticket and will only participate online. That's completely fine. We think most of you in here have a ticket, we hope. And so you can see what we're funding and asking money for this evening, and those include those amazing touch boards, those smart boards that you saw the kids using. That includes the new item, which is brand new for the 2023-2024 school year, and that is the junior high electives in the areas of art, music, PE, and STEM. And so there's certain aspects of that and certain items, equipment that we're funding for our electives. And then obviously that last piece, which you saw a picture of in our fund to need section, is our playground. And when Father told me the cost of a playground, I could not believe it. And there's a lot of things that factor into that, including safety issues, up-to-date, it's very expensive, let's just put it that way. So we want to take care of that and make sure that our kids have something very nice to play on. Now, our funding will start at the small amount of $2,500. As you see right now, we are at $127,000 of our goal that's initially raised. Yes, absolutely, give it up. And so we're starting first. Do we have anybody that'd be willing to donate $2,500? $2,500. Fear not. Fear not. Jim LaFonte and Trisha LaFonte made a special phone call about an hour ago, and they both said they wanted to commit $2,500. So, yes. Thank you to Jim and Trisha LaFonte, LaFonte Law Group. He goes above and beyond both for St. Phil's and for Peoria Notre Dame. And so thank you to the LaFontes. $2,500. Do we have any other takers at that amount? $2,500. All right, we will move down to $1,000. We are at $1,000, and I see already Teresa and Bernie Cook have given $1,000. Thank you both very much. Teresa and Bernie Cook, they know this individual very, very well. Miss Jacqueline Kelly, who's our principal at Peoria Notre Dame, is here tonight. Jacqueline Kelly. Jacqueline has done a fantastic job. Side little bit for Peoria Notre Dame is that in the last 6 years, we have the highest freshman enrollment that we've had in the last 6 years. And our enrollment, our numbers, academics, obviously, our athletics is off the charts there, is all continuing to thrive. So Peoria Notre Dame is in great hands, thanks to Jacqueline Kelly as well. Thank you. I see we also have $1,000 from Patricia Nitto. Thank you very much, Patricia. $1,000. Anybody else at the $1,000 level? Mr. Stecker, thank you very much. The Steckers over here, $1,000. Thank you. $1,000. Anybody else for $1,000 there? Thanks, Mary and Jim Stecker, for that. I got a text message. I twisted my parents' arm. Paul and Jerry Gilfillan in for $1,000. Thank you very much. Thank you to the Honorable Judge Gilfillan. We appreciate that. Anybody else for $1,000? Going once? Well, there was a hand in the back. I think it was a false alarm, though. It was a shot fake. It was a shot fake. Very good. Let's go down to $500, please. $500. $500. Yes. Bill Beckman, thank you so much. $500 right over here. I see the Mathern family has given $500. Thank you very much. Mathern, Rick and Alex Mathern, thank you. Thank you very much. I got a special hand-delivered note from the Beckmans in honor of the past, present, and future Catholic educators. Thank you very much. Right over here. Beckmans, thank you. What? Bob Beckman, yes, thank you very much. I see John and Ellery Loseby, $500. Thank you very much. Tony and Jennifer Hornack, $500. Jackie Fahey, $500. Molly and Steve Connect, $500. Let's keep the applause going. Molly and Steve are incredibly generous to St. Phil's. Thank you guys for your money and time. What else? $500. Anybody else out there? 500 we are at. Eric and Lisa Spires, thank you very much, $500. I did miss an increment. It's not something we have gone with, $750, but they decided to go $750, and so Jonathan Heipel, thank you very much, Jonathan Heipel, $750. From the teachers that are here tonight, I won't ask anybody to come up individually, unless you want to. But I imagine that these smart boards have completely changed the game in your classrooms. Would you guys say that's fair? Do you guys know how to operate them? Learning, yeah, see? But that being said, and I say that in jest, but I guarantee there's a lot of us adults that would have no idea how to operate these things, and you have first, second, third, fourth graders that can move that thing around so fast, which is really cool. And so our kids are learning this technology that is completely in the future, which is awesome. And so these smart boards are also very expensive. I believe they range, the software and the board itself, in the $5,000 to $6,000 range a piece. And so for us to have a smart board in nearly every single classroom just again goes to show the level of modernization that our school is at and how in the future we already are. $500, Sherry Daly, Dimitri and Kayla Atanisov, thank you, $500. All right. Anybody else? $500 going once, twice. All right, we'll go to $250. $250. Let's take a look. We already got some donations that have come in. The O'Neill family, $250. Thank you very much. The Brady family, the Corey family, $250. C.T. Gabbert, $250. Thank you, C.T. Gabbert. Going back to $500, Katie Jenkins, $500. Katie and Tom, thank you, $500. If you were able to hear that on the live stream, they're still alive. We're not sure what or who or it that was. Is there a live animal back there? All right, $250. Anybody out there in the crowd? Everybody's bidding online. That's great. Thank you. $250. Yeah. Okay. Matt and Sarah Rithaler, thank you guys. $250. Jesse and Hope Laker, $250. Father David, $250. Yes, Aaron, Liz Harthan, $250. And I mentioned C.T. Gabbert, Corey, Brady, and Anonymous. O'Neill family, $250. We're at $141,000, folks. Amazing. Let's keep it going. Anybody else? $250. All right, let's go down to $100, please. $100. Here we go. The Miller family, Kyle and Evan Inken. Garrett and Tori Williamson, Brian and Jamie Talley, the Meyer family, all $100. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, everybody. Absolutely. $100. Very, very nice. Thank you for that. Anybody else? $100. Mary and Tom Hamlin, $100. Thank you, Mary and Tom. The Danko family, Josh and Minnie, thank you. $100. I believe I mentioned the Miller family, but thank you to the Millers. We are the Millers. It's a good movie. $100. Going once. Twice. All right, let's go down to $50. Every dollar counts. $50. Here we go. Anonymous 50. John and Sandy Flynn. Bill and Barb Merriman. Greg and Angie Metz, $50. Thank you very much for your donations. $50. Let's finish strong here. 50. We are going to surpass $150,000 here in a bit. $50, anybody? $50. Do we have a final one or no? Okay. But they can get... Okay, listen up real quick. This is our last bit for the fund and need. What I'm going to ask you to do right now, especially the table in the back, Hawkins, is everybody right now, what I would like you to do is to give $10 more each. Everybody in this room, $10 more, we can raise $2,000 like that. Can we give $10 more each? You can designate your increment on the website. $10 more each. This is our last big push. $10 each. And I see the Kelly family gave $2,500. The Kelly family, thank you very much. Kevin and Maureen, is that you guys? Yes, to Kevin and Maureen Kelly, thank you guys very much. $2,500. Wow. Excellent. Courtney Manning, $100. A few more anonymous, $100. There come those $10. The Motherway family, $40. There they come. Thank you for these final donations. Rora Bell and Company, Steve Eichelman. Very good, Steve. Thank you, sir. Jonathan Young, $25. Coming in strong. Finish out, everybody. This is our last push. We got 1 minute left. The Axelson family, Axelson's $250. Thank you. Jim and Mary Stecker coming in again. All right. Raise your glasses for the fund to need one more time. Raise your glasses. A final cheers, everybody, to the fund to need this year. Yes, let's give it up. Cheers, everybody. All right. Now, everybody is either playing Wordle or bidding or texting. Nobody's looking up here, and I love that. Don't look up here. But the live auction is alive and well. I see you, Grant. Live auction is live and well. What we're going to do now is go through items 1 through 15. But there are also 700 other items you can bid on. And so items 1 through 15 we're going to discuss here. Our first one that is up is the front row church pew at the Christmas Mass, donated by Father David. So let's talk about this. Right now, we currently sit at $600 from Lindsay and Kathy, who sponsored the cocktails tonight. $600. Thank you to Father David. Let's go to our second auction item here. Our second auction item is The Staycation in Peoria. Stay downtown in Peoria, donated by the Pier Marquette and Courtyard Marriott. Enjoy a one-night stay at the Courtyard. Steps away from dining. This also includes a $350 gift card to enjoy dinner at Saffron Social, very trendy restaurant downtown, and a $100 gift card to Ardor Cafe and Bakery for breakfast or brunch. Currently in the lead is Kimberly Hunt, $750. I show Kimberly Hunt in the lead. I just refresh, and now I show myself in the lead. All right, I'm in the lead. Yeah, thank you. Nobody bid. Must not have refreshed. All right, our next auction item, number 3, is the charcuterie board for 20 people. This one is off the charts at $1,525. Anonymous is in the lead. Can I have your attention, please, real quick? Can I have your attention? Amanda, can I have your attention real quick? So, Anonymous, hey, listen up, Hawkins. Anonymous every single year strikes at this auction and drives me nuts. And so what I would like to do is, if you know who that Anonymous is, in fact, wait a minute. What we would like to do with Anonymous, if we could somehow maybe steal their information or steal their signs. Is there any Michigan football fans in here? Get them, man. I would like to know who these anonymous people are. By the way, Principal Dippold has been watching the Ohio State game this evening. What is the score? 21-3. Ohio State Buckeyes are in the lead, he says. Okay, enough of that. All right, Anonymous is in the lead, $1,500. Our next auction item is Cusack Orthodontics Braces. Carrie Gabbert and Brad Inkin, $2,500 in the lead. Well done back there, $2,500. It looks like we got a bidding war because we got a lot of activity here in the last 6 hours. $2,500, Carrie Gabbert. Let's go to the next one. Thank you to Cusack Orthodontics. The next one, the Chicago Getaway, sponsored by Katie and Tom Jenkins there in the back. Thank you, Jenkins family. Yep. Right now, Liz Harthan is in the lead at $1,300. Liz is eyeing that one very intently. $1,300. Thank you to Katie and Tom Jenkins. This luxury getaway to Chicago with a $500 Marriott gift card to be used towards any one of the numerous Marriott properties. $500 gift card to an exquisite RPM steak restaurant located in downtown Chicago. Very fancy. And a $500 Nordstrom gift card that can be used on a pair of socks only. So, all right. Labor Day in the Ozarks. Donated by a friend of St. Philomena, one of your friends. Kick back and relax on Labor Day at Bass Pro's Premier Resort in the Ozarks. Right now, Ann Bunnell is in the lead, $3,100. Ann Bunnell's in the lead. All right, thank you very much to a friend of St. Philomena. Our next auction item is an evening to remember. Honor a special occasion, anniversary or birthday. With the evening to remember, Father David will celebrate Mass in your home. After Mass, you can break bread in style with a delicious catered driver for up to 10 people. Yeah, you know what? Hey, listen up. Father David said about a year ago, this went for $2,000. Was the meal that bad last year? No, come on, folks, $750. Here we go, the Matherns. There we go. Rick and Alex Mathern are back at it. $850 is where we are at. An evening to remember. Thank you, Father David. It went up again. Let's go back to that really quick. All right, anonymous, $950. Reveal yourself, Rick Mathern says. Isn't that the truth? All right, our next auction item is donated by Laura and Alan Cullinan. Thank you very much, Laura and Alan. This special package includes a VIP food and wine festival. Enjoy 2 VIP tickets to the 2024 Peoria Food and Wine Festival. If you've ever been to this event, fantastic. Right now, the highest bid is $350. Right now, the highest bid is $350. Wait, it just went up to $400. All right, it went up to $400. That's interesting. It's at $400 right now. Hope he brings me. All right, next one. Next auction item, donated by Josh and Mindy Danko with Ron and Holly Kirby. Thank you guys very much. Book a weekend getaway in Bourbon Country. Includes a $300 gift certificate for a 2-night stay at Talbot Inn and a $50 gift card to each of the following distilleries. All right, Andrea Holmes is in the lead, $900. Andrea Holmes is in the lead. Thank you, Josh and Mindy Danko, back there, along with Ron and Holly Kirby. We appreciate you guys. Yep. Ron and I were going after a few items this week. Yep. I appreciate that. Next up is our men's club. Hey, our men's club. Give it up for our men's club over here, everybody. Men's club. Hey, Grant. Hey, quit talking for 1 second. Our men's club over here, our president is here, Mike Higgins. Give it up for Mike Higgins. Thank you, Mike. Do you guys know that our men's club, check this out. Most of you don't know this. You don't. Our men's club every single year gives $500 to each classroom to use on whatever school supplies that they want, which is amazing. Yeah. So big shout out to our men's club. It's not just where we get together every Thursday night and drink 7-Ups. Okay? It's a very good cause. So men's club, we appreciate you guys very much. Thank you. But to the auction item, men's club dinner, anonymous, $1,300. Come on, Ron Kirby. Get back at it. Let's go. You on it? $1,300. Donated by the St. Philomena Men's Club. They will prepare and serve a steak dinner up to 12. Steak dinner up to 12. Next auction item is donated by Growing Smiles Dentistry. Become the owner of an autographed Ben Zobrist 2016 World Series Baseball. Very cool there. You'll have to wait till 2136 for the next World Series. Ron Kirby back in the lead, $310. Let's give it up for the donated by Growing Smiles Dentistry. All right. Thank you very much. Next auction item is the American Girl Holiday Bundle. Donated by Comfort, Fark, Garland, Holmes, Mathern families. Your American Girl fan will be set with holiday outfits to celebrate the season. The bundle includes 2 outfit sets, Holiday American Girl book, and a $500 gift card. Mary Stecker is in the lead, Mary. $600. American Girl Doll Bundle. Can you go back to the signed baseballs? Back to the signed baseball. We have a new leader in the clubhouse. Good luck, Mr. Kirby. Wait a minute. Wait, we are in a bidding war right now. I don't know who the one guy is, but Ron Kirby is in a bidding war with a some chap. But where are we at right now? What's the number? $430. $430. What is the overall number? You got somebody going against you here. Can't pronounce his last name, but $460 is where we are at for the signed baseball by Ben Zobrist, 2016 World Series champion. We're going to come back to that one. Next up on the auction item list is the dinner at the rectory. Once again, put on by Father David. Father Daniel, do you donate anything to us? He did the sign-up parties. I got to give him a hard time. It's his first rodeo here. Father David, let him host. Him and Father Daniel host you and your guests for a relaxing evening at the rectory. Your party of 6 will enjoy a delicious dinner right now. Joan Parison is in the lead. Joan, let's get him. All right, going for $470. Thank you to Father David and Father Daniel. We appreciate that. All right, our next auction item is Christmas Eve Chicago Bears tickets. Amelia Miller, $400, donated by, Gail Layden came in out of nowhere there. Bear down and cheer on the Chicago Bears on Christmas Eve. Thank you to Dr. Paulson for donating the Christmas Eve Chicago Bears tickets. $550. Chicago Bears on Christmas Eve. Can't think of a better way to spoil, or no. Next one up is the Wine and Cheese Under the Stars. Donated by the Peoria Riverfront Museum. Host your own wine and cheese under the stars. Okay. What's that? That was the last one? All right, let's go back to a few of the opening bids. Let's go back to bid number 15, please. New Year's Eve with the Chicago Bears. So you can actually go to both games. You can go on Christmas Eve and then you can go back on New Year's Eve. Why make your holiday jolly? Donated by friend of St. Philomena, Carrie Gabbert is back at it. $700, has outbid Jonathan Young. Portraits next. Let's go to the portrait, please. Pretty please. All right, our next auction item up is I hope everybody knows who this is next to me here. This is Saint, in the back, gets a little rowdy back there. This is St. Philomena. That was painted and fine artistic artwork by Taryn Watkins, our art teacher at St. Philomena. This is a beautiful piece of art. Josh, you're in the lead for the time being. What a very beautiful portrait. You can also get copies of this in the raffle item, right? You can get up to 20 copies. Unlimited copies, all right. Beautiful portrait. Thank you, Taryn Watkins. Just let me make 2 more quick announcements. Yep. What's that? Yeah. Can I listen up, please? Can I have your attention, please? Just really quick in the back. Really quick. I promise We'll get to your party in 1 second. But there are a few raffle items I want to talk about. Dimitri and Kayla Atanasov have offered to put their house up for a major, major party next summer. It's called the Summer Backyard Bash. And if you've ever been to their place, it's like the Hollywood Hills or Calabasas. It's absolutely beautiful. Enjoy a catered meal, drinks, and live music. Up to 200 people they want at their house. This will be a fantastic night. It's a pool party. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And so we would love for you to come. The last few things I want to say before we close it up. Did you know these things about St. Phil's? Listen up. Is that because of the money? Oh, you can try to shush them all night. It'll never happen. I appreciate it. Did you guys know that due to your fundraising last year, we were able to create a brand new teacher's position for resource and curriculum for Morgan Vale? Did you know that Sally Kincaid created a whole new curriculum for 8th grade to ensure it is Algebra 1 equivalent? Very nice, Sally Kincaid. Did you know Kate Bogner authored her 3rd Christian book this year? Very impressive, Kate. Thank you. We are an incredibly, I should say, thriving school, but that doesn't even begin to touch upon where we're at. I have not talked about our athletics at all tonight. Last year we did Fund a Need for athletics, which has been fantastic. Our athletic director, Tony, is our athletic director back there, Tony? Jim Akers, our athletic director, deserves an awful lot of credit. There's Jim Akers back there. Our athletic programs are off the charts. We won a state championship last year in basketball. Our golf team finished 2nd this year in IESA State Golf. Our programs all the way from our kindergartners up are thriving because our numbers are thriving thanks to you guys. And so we are so appreciative of that. This will conclude the live portion of the event for us as far as bidding. I want to make sure you guys know the time frames. The time frames. Auction closes at 9 p.m. for the live items 1 through 15. Items 16 through 35 close at 9:15. Items 38 through 3,000 close at 9:30. And so make sure you have those times documented. Now, our raffle winner, are you ready? She's in the room. I looked at her just a second ago. She's here. We chose the raffle. And the winner, let's give it up for Liz Harthan, the raffle winner. Come on up here, Liz. Yep. Come on up here, give it up for Liz Harthan. Good job, Liz. Right over there. And that'll conclude our evening. Again, thank you so much for coming. We're very appreciative. Have a good night, everybody.
We want to do a match for that. Yeah, they did last year, and I'm totally fine with it.